Hi, my name's Rod J.R. Duff, and I am the Executive Director for Business Development for the IMS Tri-Mechanical Companies. I started as an inside sales rep in 1989 with the ambition to become a full-service plastics provider. Our company has a full design and engineering department, a full aftermarket services team, and a very energetic team of inside and outside sales professionals. I am proud to say that each of these distinct and separate departments complement each other and are managed by some of the best individuals I have ever met.
Hi, my name is Rob Williams, and I am one of the managers here at IMS Tri-Mechanical Companies.
Hello, my name is Lawrence Gooding, Inside Sales Specialist for IMS Tri-Mechanical, with over 10 years of experience in the plastics extrusion industry.
My name's Barbara Rodardi, and I'm an account manager with IMS Tri-Mechanical.
Hi, I'm Chuck Bueller, and I'm a regional sales manager for IMS Tri-Mechanical Companies.
Hi, my name is Bob McHouston, and I'm the field and operations manager for IMS Tri-Mechanical.
Today, I'm here to talk about Bausano extrusion systems and the upcoming Bausano Open Day event. Bausano is synonymous with innovation. This is why IMS Tri-Mechanical partners with them. We offer our customers the opportunity of transforming their companies into smart factories where productivity increases and working conditions improve. Unlike other extruder manufacturers, Bausano does everything in-house. I mean everything, from component drawing and manufacturing to line assembly. Every step is managed internally by their highly skilled staff. Hi, we're here at one of the leading PVC compounders, certainly in North America. We just want to share their thoughts on Bausano extrusion systems.
Hi, my name is Nick Lynch. I'm the president and CEO of Roscom Incorporated. So in the mid to late 80s, Roscom was looking for a twin screw manufacturer so we could buy equipment from. And we went to Italy and we met with Bausano Group. Since then, we've produced over 1 billion pounds of material utilizing the Bausano extruders here at the Roscom facility. Our goal was to get to a machine that would run 1,500 pounds an hour. Bausano, with their 154 machine, has proven that we run 3,000 pounds an hour. So before we could actually buy a piece of equipment, we had to confirm that the material itself was going to work in our customers' locations. Bausano had a testing laboratory, a full production testing laboratory. So they allowed us to ship material. We shipped it in a dry blend form, 20,000 pounds of 4 different materials. We wanted to verify that the material coming off of those production lines would meet the quality of our customers' products. And they did. Just as the president and CEO, I've been into so many different companies. And Bausano's was the place, and it's hard to say this and people really believe it, but you could eat off the floor. Bausano showed us this new Ford transmission gearbox, and those gearboxes, instead of going for 2 years, we were running for 5 years, 10 years. The multi-drive system has proven that it actually works. And we need that for the amount of torque that we actually put through the extruder heads to manufacture our pellets, be it flexibles or rigids.
I arrived at Roscom in 1996, and pretty much all but one of our 5 Bausano extruders were already in place here at that time. So we've been running them pretty steady since the day before I walked in the door.
I actually love the Bausano. I mean, back in, I'm going to say 2001, I did the install of that line. That was the 5th one that we added. We beat the hell out of them. They're bulls. They run. We never really have an issue with them, which is great.
As a manufacturer who runs 24 hours, 7 days a week, and we're always in somewhat of a sold-out position, the importance of having spare parts. Bausano, the fact that they manufacture these equipment every single day, so if we needed a transmission or we needed a gearbox, some companies here in the United States, you wait 6 to 9 months before they'll even have a product to ship you. Bausano has been there for us right from the beginning. They have that type of inventory.
Bausano's spare parts and everything, we've never really had a problem. We always go at them with an email and they're back to us in less than 24 hours worth of response. They've never dropped the ball on us at all. They've always been right there with us to work through anything, any questions.
Bausano itself, you can adapt various other equipment regardless of the manufacturers that we select that we want to work with. It ties in with the Bausano lines. When I talked about how clean and wonderful that plant was, and you look at all the orders and all the manufacturing, you knew Bausano was here to stay for the long run. And it's proven its point here 40 years later. They're a strong, wonderful company. They've done a great job for us. I don't know of any other company that I personally have working with, and I've worked with a lot of companies, I've designed a lot of plants, that the Bausano people and the equipment are state of the art. If I put another production line in from Roscom, I guarantee you it's a Bausano line. You can go visit any manufacturer in the world, go visit them, go to the Bausano facility itself, and you make your own choices. And I guarantee you'll come back with the same feeling that I did, that you're working with a first-class world manufacturer equipment. And that's, for me personally, seeing it and seeing other companies, you'll never regret it. It's worth the trip. I'm not getting paid for this at all. I would never want any money. Bausano is a fantastic company, and I just wanted to spread that to anyone else that wants to listen. And I guarantee you, go visit everyone else, see Bausano, and you'll have them for life, just like Roscom.
So we've heard now from Roscom here in Philadelphia, PA. Now back to you, out in Turin, Italy. Take it away, Bausano.
Dear customers, dear viewers and guests, dear friend of course, I would like to welcome you to our virtual event. My name is Giorgio Critelli and my role in Bausano is Technical Sales Manager for the USA and Canadian market. We have developed this new digital format to intensify our dialogue with you. Thank you all for taking part in this event, which will certainly be the first of many. One thing that this pandemic has taught us is to work harder and better using the technologies that is available to us. Here with me is our Vice President Clemente Bausano.
Good morning everyone, and thank you for being here.
And Gianmarco Palladino, our Technical Sales Manager for the southern part of US market.
Hi, welcome all.
We are also connected to Alessandro Ruotolo, our Extruder Test Manager, and with the colleagues who are working on the machine to allow you to observe this live testing.
Good morning, Giorgio, and good morning, everyone.
Now, before we dive into the discussion, I would like to give you some brief information. If you have any questions about our extrusion line or the extrusion process, please stay with us until the end of this live demonstration. We will enable the live chat during the last part of this event, the questions and answers session. Now I'll give the floor to our Vice President Clemente Bausano, and then we will get the heart of the live testing.
In this completely new setting, our top experts will inform you about Bausano technology, many interesting new solutions, products and developments. And as always, we will be very glad to answer your questions. For those unfamiliar with us, Bausano is a family-run company that has been designing and manufacturing extrusion lines for plastic processing since 1946. For over 70 years, we have focused on quality and have distinguished ourselves for the flexibility and attention paid to every single need of our customers. In the 80s, we launched the multi-drive patent on the market that characterizes all our production. We will be giving you more technical details on that later on during this event. Here in Bausano, in the designing phase, we study the best solution for your business, customizing our machines with you in every component, and this has always been recognized as our trademark. Each extrusion project of our customer is unique, and that is why it requires a preliminary study and a specific screw design for the type of material to be processed and for the product to be obtained. However, I would like to tell you personally about some important developments. We will build a new partnership with guys of IMS Trimechanical and Mercer's Process Equipment. I know that you are there. Hello, lads. With this strategic partnership, Bausano wants to focus even more than today on you, our USA and Canada customers. This also includes a new organizational structure. We have created this new structure by bundling our pipe and profile extrusion and our compounding process technologies under the roof of one large integrated business unit. It has been possible with a new strategic partnership located in Texas, Wisconsin, California, and Illinois. This will produce major synergies also and primarily in the interest of our customers. We want to create a new customer experience with even more dedication for your product need and demand, with quicker response time by support, service, and sales dedicated staff. To achieve these goals, we have also dedicated to USA and Canada market 2 area managers, Mr. Jojo and Mr. Giammarco, working exclusively for the North American market. There's one more thing I would like to tell you. To meet the challenge of the 21st century, together with you, we have launched the biggest investment program in our history. We have completely renewed our extruder range, introducing the MD Next Mover series that we will show you today. But also we have designed a new single screw extrusion line series named eGo for the production of polyolefin pipe. In addition, we have introduced a new range of PVC pipe die heads, and we will show them in a next virtual event planned in June. So guys, today's event represents for us an important opportunity to provide a preview of the initiatives that we are implementing to effectively respond to the need of North American market. And let me tell you something. A structured training program for specialized technicians is underway at the Houston and Oswego partnerships aimed at guaranteeing qualified and prompt assistance centered around flexibility. But not only. In autumn, at the showrooms of our partners, a twin screw extrusion line will be installed to be seen and tested by any interested customer. Now I will hand over to Gianmarco to go into the details of the line that you will see in operations today.
My name is Gianmarco Palladino, and as previously mentioned by Giorgio, I'm in charge of the southern part of US, from California up to Florida. Today I will talk about our range of products. The core product is the twin screw counter-rotating extruder used for many different kinds of applications. For the production of pelletizing and repelletizing line for different material, but mostly PVC. For the production of pipes, such as conduit, pressure or sewer pipes, up to the medical and agricultural hoses. In fact, over the past year, we have developed and improved a new generation of die head technology in order to provide a high-speed line where we can reach interesting output. Then, of course, we provide an extrusion line for the production of profile, such as windows, flooring, on ceiling, even those made in WPC, so wooden plastic composite. In the 2020, we came up with a complete new design of technology for a single screw extruder called EGO series. We have the EGO series with LD 25 or 30 used for the extrusion of technical profiles or hoses starting from granules. Then we have the EGO series with 37 or 40 LD able to extrude PO, mono and multi-layer pipes that combined with our new technology in the die head can reach up to the 40,000 pounds per hour. Today, we'll be looking at the testing of a line producing granules with the MD 125-25 Next Mover extruder. The configuration of the Next Mover provides a multi-drive system, a high-energy efficiency motor, a 21-inch touchscreen as a PLC, and a smart energy system applied to the barrel. The material to be worked will be PVC flexible. The new series of MD Next Mover offer outstanding technical innovation in the field of compounding production. The twin-screw MD Next Mover key feature is its energy-saving capacity up to the 35%, achieved through the installation of our patented multi-drive system and our induction system of the barrel. The energy analysis through the Smart Extrusion System Orchestra 4.0 measure all the energy flows that elaborates graph that allow us to verify the exact consumption in order to monitor the extruder performance. So why analyzing data? The integration of IoT system and Bausano extrusion line provide a short time to market production and compatibility with existing plants. It performs continuous and real-time monitoring of production, generate immediate reports and intuitive graphs on production performance, like machinery status, waste of our work, intelligently connect all the machines in the field and integrate them with a company management system, such as ERP or CRM, to automatically govern their startup processes. Collect raw data and transform it into ready-to-use information, and have a certified and correct data on which to set the analysis of its business and R&D activities. This means that in the future, different machining in different places and production locations around the world can be incorporated in one single system. So now I'll hand over to Giorgio that will explain us how our smart energy saving system works.
Thank you, Gianmarco. Dear ladies and gentlemen, now finally we reach the heart of Bausano Technologies, the great hallmark of our twin-screw extruders, which was designed in the 80s and since then constantly perfected, is our multi-drive patent. The MD series twin-screw extruders are, in fact, the only ones in the world equipped with this transmission system, which allows for the increase of the power and the resistance of the systems, as well as a reduction in energy consumption. In fact, traditional transmission systems, due to their intrinsic nature, have obvious problem of strength and space as the installed power increases. The Bausano multi-drive system, on the other hand, allows the distribution of motion on 4 different points. It increases the life of the shafts and gearbox, increasing the general reliability of the extruder. The system, with 2 intermeshing counter-rotating screws, guarantees a great durability and optimal performance for any type of extrusion line. Last but not least, the system makes it possible to reduce energy consumption with the same performance. As previously mentioned, we are extremely sensitive to this point, precisely because energy cost today represents the 3rd cost item in the financial statement, and their containment is crucial to maintaining high competitiveness on the market, provided, of course, the functionality and efficiency of the sector's production process are in no way compromised. The other great Bausano innovation is the smart energy system for induction heating of the barrel. This is a technological innovation that has never been proposed before in a counter-rotating twin-screw extruders. In the induction heating process, as you can see from the slide, the metal of the barrel is exposed to an alternating electromagnetic field generated by a current-carrying coil. This non-contact process produces eddy currents in the material, which in turn produce heat. The advantages of introducing the smart energy system can be summarized in the following ways. Faster heating, maximum energy efficiency thanks to electromagnetic induction, which allows to saving up to 35%. This is because the thermal energy generated by electromagnetism is not dispersed in the environment, but is concentrated inside the element to be heated, without the need for any physical contact with the element itself. The other point is the machinability of the materials at higher temperatures. Now, if the colleagues of the test department are ready, we can get the heart of the test, and we will see how our MD125 next mover for the production of flexible PVC compound actually works. Alessandro, are you ready?
Today we are in Bausano test room and we will show you an extrusion granulation process with our MD125 configured in the next mover configuration. It's a big pleasure to show you the work configuration of the line. We can start from the rear of the extruder, which we have 4 motors, 30 kilowatt each, all commanded by inverter directly linked to our main PLC. In the middle of the motors, we have a load cell that measures directly the thrust bearing pressure that is displayed on our PLC. Then we have the drive system, our multi-drive system already shown by my colleagues. It's all housed in our iron cast casing. After the drive system, we have the loading system of the extruder. We have a vertical conveyor moved by a 3 kilowatt motor commanded by inverter. From the vertical screw, the material is loaded directly on the feeding zone of the screws of the extruder. Then we have the barrel. The barrel is all made in nitrated steel. It's heated by induction heaters with different installed power, starting from 15 kilowatts up to 12 kilowatts, and then 4.5 kilowatts. At approximately 2/3 of the barrel, we have the degassing system. That is composed by the gassing window that is directly connected to 2 condensation barrels here, in which it's possible to clean and start again with the degassing process without stopping the extrusion process. This is the reason why we have 2 condensate barrels. The barrels are directly linked to a water ring pump of 4 kilowatts and 120 cubic meters per hour. The barrel is cooled down by cooling fans. Inside the barrel, we have a couple of twin counter-rotating screws that are configured for the optimization of the process that we are showing you now. There is the compounding of flexible PVC. The screws are internally cooled by silicone oil in order to optimize the cooling of the screws. Here I show you the die of the granulator. The die is heated by 3 heaters of 2.5 and 3 kilowatts as it's solid power. There is a manual lifting system with a triple clamp that easily allow the blockage of the die on the edge of the barrel. The granulator die is composed by 4 rows of holes with a diameter of 3 millimeters each. At the rear of the granulator die, we have an ogive that allows to optimize the distribution of the material coming from the tips of the screw and going inside the holes of the die. Then here we have the cutting system. All the cutting system is installed on a couple of rails that allows to have an easy assembling and disassembling of the die and the cutter. The cutter is composed of 3 blades that are assembled on a throttling head that allows to provide a uniform pressure on the die and allows to have also a uniform granule dimension. The cover of the cutter allows the optimization of the internal cooling air circulation. The granules fall down and are launched up to the cyclone of the cooler through this launcher of the granules. That is moved by a 4 kilowatts motor. The granules are launched inside this pipe. There is jacketed with water circulation inside in order to optimize the cooling of the granules that are launched up to the cyclone. On the bottom of the cyclone we have a filter. Then the granules are directly taken on the vibrating tray of the cooler. The vibrating tray is hollow and has got the cooling air which speed can be easily adjusted on the small panel by inverter. The granules fall down on the cooler exit. Here we have a system of different trays with the different holes in order to make a selection of granules according to the granule size. As you can see, the granules that we are producing now are very good quality with very good gelation degree. Now I show you our PLC, our Extrusion Digital Control 4.0. As you can see on the main page, now we are running at very good output in terms of kilograms per hour, 1,200 kilograms per hour of very good quality of PVC granules. The main feature of this control is that it's all made with 4.0 industry in order to allow to monitor all the extrusion process parameters in terms of temperatures, extrusion speeds, amperage, and also all the energetic consumption in real time of the line by remote, maybe by PC, tablet, or smartphone. On the main page, the motor page, we have all the motor speed and the wall amperage, the pressure on the thrust bearing, and the speed of the extruder screws and of the doser conveyor, also with the torque on the doser. And they all can be set and monitored on this main page. The second page is the temperature page, in which we have displayed all the set temperature of the barrel, the set temperature of the die, the real temperature of the barrel and die measured in real time by thermocouples, the melt temperature and the pressure of the melt inside the die. They are directly measured through our temperature and pressure sensor inside the collector of the die. Then we can switch on the maintenance page, in which we have both active alarm and the maintenance program indication that come out every time that is needed some action for a programmed maintenance of the extruder. Then we can switch also on the programming page, in which it's possible to schedule the switch off of heaters at a certain programmed time in order to optimize the preheating times of the extruder. That's all. I show you everything was possible for me, and now I leave the floor to Mr. Clemente Bausano. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alessandro. Here we are again for the last part of our virtual event. So now it's time for you to ask your questions. I am available to reply to almost all of them. So first question is coming. Which are the differences between the Next Mover and Plus line? The main features are the same both on the MD series and on the Next Mover one. But we can say that Next Mover is a kind of upgrade of the MD traditional series because it features some particular and specific devices like the induction heating system, the higher efficiency motors compared to the MD normal series, and also the kit that is linked to our Industry 4.0 package. So all these features together are the ones that are differentiating the MD series compared to the Next Mover one. You said the transmission also. You said that multi-drive transmissions has also been available since 1982. Have you made any upgrade in the last years? Yes, of course, we did many, because we always called him a multi-drive system, but actually we should call him multi-drive, I don't know, 5.0 or 6.0 version, because during all these years we made many changes on the configuration of the gearbox, specifically as far as the gears and shafts are, the design of the gears and shafts is concerned, and also all the system of bearings that are used that are used into the multi-drive system. So yes, we made a lot of improvement. For example, all the gears and shafts, things along actually, now they are rectified and with helicoidal teeth in order to reduce both the noise and also to increase the useful life of the system itself. Yes, one more. Are your extruders equipped with the 4.0 system? Yes, they are. All of them have got as I said in the previous question, all of them have got a special box that is inside the control panel and that allows to remote and control from the company network, and also in case you want to give us the permission to connect with your extruder, to control all the parameters and all the data that are used into the day-by-day running condition of the extruder. So it means that from your network you can either remote and register all the main parameters, and also you can give us the authorization to intervene and to see exactly what is happening into your extruder whenever there is any kind of problem or whenever any kind of suggestion is concerned. But besides that, I would say that the 4.0 system is something much bigger than that, of course. So our extruder has been thought to be completely and totally connected with the 4.0 industry. Yeah. How long does it take the barrel to reach set point and start up? It depends on the size of the extruder, of course, on the size of the barrel, and also on the system of the heating system that the extruder is equipped with. So, for example, with the normal heating bands that we use in our standard extruders, that are ceramic bands, it takes, let's say, from 1 hour to 2 hours, depending on the size of the extruder. If we use our new induction heating system that is using an electromagnetic wave to heat up the barrel, more or less the heating time is half compared to the normal one. So we could say from half an hour to 1 hour. Much quicker, and also with a much lower power consumption. What are Bausano's goals for the US market in terms of sale, revenue, etc.? How many customers now are in the US, and what is Bausano's target in the next 12-18 months? So we will be attending the exhibition that will be held in Rosemont, Illinois, next September, and we will display over there an extruder that is under manufacturing now, especially an extruder and a complete compounding line, actually, that is going to be sent to the US, exactly because we want to show to the US market and the US customers that they can really trust on our quality, and they can really rely on us. So this is something that I believe that can be done only if they can touch and see and feel exactly how our lines are working. So we have decided to invest in this kind of line in order to give anyone the opportunity to see what Bausano can offer and how Bausano can help the American customers. Yeah, what are the main segment you believe you can play a main role in the US? Our products portfolio is made of different kind of extrusion lines. I can say we can start from granules to pipes, profiles, medical applications, and WPC mainly. So I believe that there are so many opportunities in the US that we are not focusing specifically on any kind of line, but I would say that probably pipes and granules are the main segment we would like to enter at the beginning, and then little by little, of course, all the other ones are very interesting for us. Yeah, please compare Bausano induction heaters to cast. So I guess I have to tell the questions I am receiving because no one is aware of it. Yeah, please compare Bausano induction heaters to cast aluminum heaters. I can say that induction heating system is something that theoretically but also practically will never end, because it's not made of, the system itself is not working with a kind of steel resistance or something like that that is heated by a power that is flowing into them. But on the other end, it's just a kind of spiral of special material that is producing waves. So you will never feel that these spirals are hot or are harming anyone, because they are just creating these waves that are directed into the heart of the barrel. So if you, for example, if you touch a barrel with this kind of cover of the barrel with this induction heating system, you can easily keep your hand on it. If you try to do the same with a traditional heating system, for sure you will pass some trouble. So I mean to say that the useful life, exactly because there is no heating of this kind of spiral, the useful life of the induction heating system is never ending. So there is absolutely no comparison in terms of useful life. What is your spare parts availability, and what is the lead time to receive a part if needed? We have most of the components of our lines are available in stock. So just in case you are really unlucky, you won't find a piece you need, a part you need ready in stock or in our factory. So I think that it really takes few days to get this spare in your factory, and this is exactly one of the main point of our policy. This is something that we have always followed along the years, and is that okay, you can find different good extrusion lines into the market. There are good brands, not only Bausano, of course. But what is really I believe what is really differentiating us is the availability of spare parts and technical assistance, because it's not only a matter of spares, but also of availability of people. So we have got many technicians that are ready anytime to come and help the customer whenever there is some problem on the line. Besides that, what is your? Besides that, I would like to add one thing. that during this 1.5 year more or less of COVID problem, we have developed also another kind of support that is a remote support actually, with a software that we have developed, not only for the American market, but for anyone, that allows the customer to download this app. It's a specific app. To download this app on his iPad or mobile phone or whatever, and then we can guide him from here, from Italy. We can guide him to check his extrusion lines and to find any possible problem that is happening on the line. So we really used it a lot along this year because, as everybody knows, it was not easy to travel. Yes, do you store spare parts in the US? Yes, of course. This is exactly one of the most important things that we decided to do when we thought about coming to the US, because we know that every single day of downtime for a customer, it's really a lot of US dollars, I would say, not euro. US dollar, and that's why we thought that if you really want to give a good service to a customer, the first thing is not the extrusion lines itself, but also spares and technical assistance. Sorry. Next one. So, any other questions? Let me check if any other question is coming. Okay, so I think that time is over now. First of all, I would like to thank a lot IMS people for the great support they are giving us, and I really believe that they are good partner, and they will be very good partner for us in the US market. It was nice to share this time with you. I hope to see you all again very soon, because we are planning another virtual open day, this time regarding a state-of-the-art complete pipeline in running condition as usual. Thank you very much for having participated to this virtual event. Don't forget me. Bye-bye.